Good evening, welcome back to my channel and another video. Now, as you know, me and my boy, we reached 500 subscribers on this channel of mine. He is absolutely buzzing, he really is. I'm chuffed to bits as well, and as promised, I'm seeing him at the weekend. He's organised something on the computer that picks a name at random from all you lot that were subscribed, and one of you is going to, you're going to win the WSI Scania. And can I just wish you all the best of luck? Whoever wins it is going to get a cracking little model that he handpicked from my collection, obviously, and it's well deserved. Now, mine's only a small channel. I'm trying to grow it the best I can, and to get to 500 subscribers, it's just mind-blowing. It's blown my mind, and as I say, it's blown my lad's mind as well. And I know I keep saying it, but thank you. I just don't know what else to say. It humbles me that people like your good selves take the time to watch the videos that I put out. Okay, there's not a great deal just yet, because obviously I'm still in the Volvo, so all the stuff that I normally have on me, i.e. the cameras, the tripods and the mounts, etc., that I've just bought, are all in the DAF. Fingers crossed the DAF will be back this week, so I should be able to get some better videos uploaded, etc. But at the minute my hands are tied. I do apologise, because you took the time to subscribe to the channel, and the lack of content the past couple of days, but I've just not felt it. Living in this, it's not the best. As I said, it's a hire truck, it's not great. It's just drivers will tell you, when you've got your own truck, it's your own space to do as you please. But there we go, it is what it is. So hopefully the mighty DAF will be back tomorrow, and then I've got all next week to get it titivated for Convoy, which is next weekend. And as I said, if you're attending Convoy at Donington Park, I'll be there. Come down, say hello, I'll buy you coffee. That's all I can say. I've not got any merchandise to give you, but I'll buy you coffee. That's all that's all I can do. Now, my lad has mentioned merchandise. He's proper getting into it. I myself don't really know. Obviously me and the boy have got to get a head together and think of a logo or whatever, but if we do get on the route of merchandise, it's not for profit. If we do decide to do some merchandise, whatever we make out of that merchandise will go back into growing the channel. A lot of people want to see more of the Subaru, a lot of people want to see more of my motorbikes, and general day-to-day things that I do. And if we do the merchandise thing, then that's where the money will be directed to. My lad has many plans about getting different camera attachments. This weekend he's going to run me through how to use the camera I've just brought. Obviously, like I say, it's in the DAF, so I can't really use it. I'm using my phone at the moment, so he's going to give me a crash course in how to use the camera, because I haven't got a clue. And then when I get there's no point mounting it in here, because there's no point. This truck is disgraceful. I know it's a hire truck, and it is what it is, but it's just annoyed me this week to have to drive the thing. The truck itself, don't get me wrong, ideal. It drives nice. There's a few bits that are different to mine, obviously the dashboard, etc., as I've put in the previous video. But all in all, it's all right. As I said, if I was offered one, would I have one? No, I don't think I would, to be fair. This hasn't been looked after, and it hasn't aged well. That's the thing. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But again, 500, well, it's over 500 subscribers now. I'm absolutely blown away. And I know it sounds corny and everything, but I do really appreciate everybody that's took the time to comment, like, and more importantly subscribe to the channel, because the effect it's had on my boy, he's a different lad. You know, he with his autism, he's focused on it now. He's like a dog with a bone. He wants to do different things. He's throwing ideas at me. Do you think this is a good idea, Dad? Do you think this is a good idea? And some of the stuff he's coming out with is pretty good. You know, it is good stuff. But obviously, unlike other truck vloggers, I drive a truck for a living. YouTube is just a bit of fun for me and my boy, you know. So I can only do so much, i.e. video wise. Not so bad at the weekends, etc., or when I have holidays, not a problem. I can, you know, churn a few videos out on the Subaru, different things, the RC collection that I've got, the helicopters, planes, etc. I can do a bit of that. But yeah, like I say, I just thought I'd do this video just to thank everybody. My lad passes on his thanks. Like I say, he's a bit camera shy. He prefers to sit in the background and bark orders at me. You know, but it's unbelievable the change in him. But there we are. I just thought I'd get that off my chest. Now, tonight, where am I? I am at Rotherham Services, to be fair. I'll just show you. There we go. So, yeah. Parked at Rotherham Services tonight. There's a few on here. The only trouble is the main amenity block is over there. So, you've got to... I don't really know. You've got to walk all the way around the back of this hill down there and across there to get to it, which I don't really want to do. I don't really need anything. Now, cost-wise, it has just cost me. Let me just find the receipt. It has just cost me £35 to park this truck for the night. But you do get 2 £6 meal vouchers, which, as far as I'm aware, don't quote me on this because it's the first time I parked overnight here, but my colleague says you can use these for anything in the shop apart from cigarettes and alcohol. Whether you can or not, I don't know. No idea. But anyway, 35 quid, 2 £6 meal vouchers. I did have a sneaky look at the showers. They're clean, they're presentable. I'm going to go and have one in a bit after I've had my dinner. And I shall share my thoughts. That's what I'll do. But again, like I say, I'm not in my truck, so I normally have a Gusto box. And I prepare fresh meals and bring them away, keep them in the fridge, bang them in the microwave in the DAF. And I eat quite well. But because I'm in this, we've had to go old school. And I'm talking old school. Now, I'm not a fan of too many takeaways. I don't mind one or two, but you get sick of eating them, don't you? So, I brought the basics with me this week. I brought a loaf of bread, a bit of ham, a bit of butter, you know, so I could make a couple of butties, and a couple of packets of crisps, and some bottled water, just to get me through yesterday and today. I'm home again tomorrow because I'm off Thursday and Friday. I've got a hospital appointment, a pre-op for my operation that's upcoming. So that's the reason it's a short week. And I'll show you what we're dining on this evening. This is old school, and a crisp sandwich. Look at that. Proper old school, proper butter on the bread. Nice white fluffy bread. And a crisp sandwich. So, my question to you is, in the comments, let's have a bit of fun on this, shall we? What is your go-to sandwich? Now, I get a lot of stick because I'm from Leicestershire originally. I moved to Nottinghamshire with the ex. We split up, so I moved back down to Leicestershire. I now live in Warwickshire, in Coventry. And we call a cob a cob. A cob is a round cob that you put bacon and egg in, sausage and egg, crisps, whatever you want to put in it. And I've had many arguments with folk, especially on my Twitter, with some good friends. Now, obviously I travel up and down this fair land of ours. You go to different regions of the UK, whether it be Scotland, Wales, you know, Devon, Cornwall, etc., and different counties as well, and they all have a different name for a cob. Okay, now I've called it a cob all my life. I'm from Leicestershire. It's a cob. You go down the cob shop, you have a chip cob, you have a bacon cob. Okay, now I have a good friend in Scotland, bless him, who I go up and see regular. Up there, it's a roll. Okay, granted, it's a roll, but it's not. It's a cob. And Coventry, where I come from, they call it a batch, but it's a cob. I've had many other names for it: a balm cake, a tea cake, a bread cake. It's just never ending, is it? And the one I do like, and they're really nice, is from up Newcastle way, a stotty. Now, my dad, bless him, drove trucks for 50 years, and he's retired now. And whenever I go up that way, you know, Newcastle area, Bishop Auckland, around that sort of area, I'll always try and grab him some stotties from Greggs, because what he'll do, he'll toast them in the oven, and he'll have a full breakfast in a stotty. And you know, and it feeds him, bless him. So yeah, comments down below, let me know if you think it's a cob or a roll or a balm cake, bread cake. I mean, there's many names for it, isn't it? But it's a cob to me, and I'm sticking to it. So you're all wrong, it's a cob. And also put, what's your favourite sandwich, old school or new? I mean, it's a strange subject, I know, but you know, I went to quite a posh sandwich restaurant place for some lunch with a friend of mine, and some of the sandwiches, I mean, what's all this smashed avocado? I know what an avocado looks like, but did they taste nice? You know, I don't get it. I had a lobster and seafood sandwich, which was really nice. Bit of lobster, a few prawns on it, bit of that what do they call it, Thousand Island sauce, or whatever, the pink stuff, bit of lettuce. It was really nice. My mate had to be posh. He had a deli sandwich, which is like, I think it's, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's beef brisket, and then it's got like a bit of salami on it and some spicy mayonnaise and all that, and he had that. And I paid, because I've not seen him for a while, and I'm not moaning about the price, but it cost me £48 for two twatting sandwiches and a couple of drinks each. And they were non-alcoholic drinks. They were just like mineral water he had. I had I think it was an orange juice with ice or whatever. Yeah. And I thought to myself, 48, you can't make it up, can you? Which is why I'm old school, love a crisp sandwich. So this is why I've said, what's your favourite sandwich? It can be hot, it can be cold, it can be whatever you have in a sandwich, you know. I know people that like what was it one of my friends told me his missus eats the other day. I'm sure it was a Rice Krispie and banana or something. Hey? Anyway, that's what, you know, that's what she eats. And so it you know, driving up and down the road, I think about a lot of things, and that intrigued me, what different people have in their sandwiches, and whether you call it a cob, a roll, a balm cake, a bread cake, a tea cake, or whatever you call them. So yeah, let's get the ball rolling. Stick it in the comments down below, and we'll have a bit of fun with it. So that's about it, really. I can't really tell you anything else. I'm loaded for Subcoal tomorrow at Stockton-on-Tees, Clarence Port Clarence, up north there. I've got to reload out of Scarborough back down to Leeds, and that'll be me away home. Like I say, I've got a doctor's appointment on Thursday, which is blood pressure, blood tests, etc. And then Friday I have my pre-op for the operation that got cocked up and left me in a lot of pain, etc. So I'm booked in for that on Friday. So that's the plan. But yeah, it's just again, I'll go back to the 500 subscribers. Now, to a lot of people, it's nothing. You know, other trucking channels have got thousands upon thousands, if not millions of subscribers. But I'm not doing it to become famous. I'm doing it because it's something my lad enjoys. And it's something I'm quite enjoying, to be fair. I enjoy reading, and I do answer every comment. If you take the time to comment, I will try my best to answer it. In fact, I sit most nights when I park up and I take my card out and I've got nothing to do, I've had my dinner, I'll go through the comments and I'll answer you all, because the way I look at it, if you've took the time to watch my videos and comment on the videos, then, you know, the least I can do is answer your comments, which I think is fair. Also, my lad set another goal. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers, and he's going to organise another giveaway. Now, I know what people are going to say. You're giving stuff away just to get subscribers. No, I'm not. I'm not at all. It's my lad is giving stuff away from my personal collection because he appreciates every single view, every single comment, every single interaction, and every single like, because it just blows him away. You know, he rings me 2 or 3 times a day telling me the analytics you get once a week about how many people have actually took the time to view the channel, how many views it's got, where you're all from, whether you're from the UK or America or Europe or whatever. And I'm blown away by it all. You know, I'm just an ordinary bloke that drives a truck for a living. That's all I do, to be fair. But it's interesting to see people's reactions. Don't get me wrong, there's been some people that have left, how can I put it, not bad comments, but comments that I just can't be bothered with. So, you know, you're going to get that. You're going to get people that leave comments about your channel, whether it's good or bad comments. You know, you're going to get bad ones, everybody does, but I would say 99% of the comments I'm getting are positive. And again, I appreciate every single one of you. That I'm not going to sound cheesy over the job, because I don't need to. You know, you've watched the videos, you've commented, and I appreciate it. And like I say, my lad is absolutely buzzing over the whole thing. It's given him something to focus on, because he's having a tough time at the minute with his mental health, etc., with his autism, and he's got exams coming up and he's stressing, and you know, this is a proper diversion from what he's having to put up with. And it is me as well. You know, it gives me something to do while I'm sat parked up of an evening. So yeah, I still can't believe we've reached that milestone. I really can't. And like I say, I will get him to do the pick a name thing. You're all on it. All the subscribers on my channel are on it, so you're all within a chance of winning the truck. And when one of you gets it, I hope you'll enjoy it. You know, it's just a little something from me and my lad to say thank you very much for taking the time to, you know, watch the videos, comment on the videos, or whatever. You know, it means a lot to him, and it does me, to be fair. So I'm going to now enjoy my crisp sandwich, and then I'm going to go for a shower. And like I say, hopefully I should get my DAF back probably the end of the week. That's what I'm going to say, because I'm off Thursday, Friday anyway. I will be up on Sunday evening as usual to the yard, and I'll do a video then explaining what was wrong with the truck. That's if I get it back. You know, if not, then I'll have to put up with this for another week. But I'm hoping it's back, because like I say, Convoy's bearing down on us, and I'm really looking forward to that show. So like I say, if you are attending Convoy at Donington, you know what my truck looks like, Eric Elliott Transport, DAF XF. Come up, pop over, say hello. You know, I've got nothing to give you. You know, I could buy you a coffee, that's about it. I may have a couple of bags of Haribo knocking about that you're welcome to, but that's about it. But like I say, I'm not in it for that. I'm in it just for the fun, just for something to keep me and my lad occupied. So again, thank you personally from me. My lad sends massive thanks and hugs and kisses, bless him, to you lot out there that take the time to obviously watch the videos and comment and like. So, you know, if by any chance you stumble across this video and you think, well, I want to see more, then I know it sounds cheesy, but I promise my lad I'd say it. Just subscribe, comment, hit the like button. He really wants this channel to grow. It's going to take time and work, I know it is, but I'm willing to put in the effort, and so is he. So yeah, I appreciate it all. So I'm now going to eat my crisp sandwich. I hope you're all having a pleasant evening. I'll speak to you soon. Cheers now.